Welcome to my channel. You're probably wondering, oh no, not another influencer guy. Please stop. We don't care. We don't give a shit. I get it. I really do. But no, I'm not another fragrance influencer or reviewer guy. Well, maybe some. Just to, get the social media a little bumping. And I'll get into that in a second. So, the whole point of my channel is to do two major things. Now, the first is to combat this whole blind buy rhetoric. The only blind buy there is that's safe to buy is, a walking stick. But other than that, there are no safe blind buys. There's no, any dummy could get this and it'll be fine. No, because fragrances are subjective. Whether it's our own olfactory senses or our own, body interacting with these fragrances and what components go into these fragrances, it's all subjective at the end of the day. So don't let anyone tell you that something is a safe blind buy. Don't buy into the rhetoric. A lot of these people have these deals and, partnerships with these companies. I get it. I do. But I think the rhetoric, the hyperbole of telling you, hey, you could buy these 20 different scents right here and you won't hate any of them. It's a bunch of BS. Let's be honest. All right. And the reason why I feel so emphatic about that is because I started fragrance collecting a little while ago, maybe 2-3 years ago, really heavily. And the first fragrance that I bought was actually a huge disappointment. And it was this garbage fragrance. I was recommended this because someone said, hey, this is a safe blind buy for spring and summer. It smells great. It smells like this, that. It smells like a car air freshener. That's what I've used it as. That's why it's used up. In 3-4 years, this thing has been sprayed inside my car maybe 15 to 50 times a week, depending on how many times I've gone to the gym. But no, it's an awful fragrance, honestly. If you like it, no offense, I'm sorry, but like I said, fragrance is subjective. So the whole point is, first of all, to stop the blind buying, because I did it. I spent, I don't even remember how much, but honestly, any more than $10 on this thing is way too much. It smells like something that I would buy at a gas station or a car wash as like a add-on while I'm just in there to get whatever I need done. So let's not focus on these blind buy people. Let's kind of move away from this rhetoric. That's the first point of this channel. The second point is to grow this channel so I can subsidize a decant business. Now, I know that's probably a little bit, double-handed, but hey, I'm trying to help the community out. And the whole point of this channel, I'm going to cut after that point. So the second point of this channel is I want to give back to the fragrance community by offering decants at affordable prices. So that means using this channel and using all that good YouTube money. Yeah. So, you know what I'm going to say? Like, subscribe, comment, do all those lovely things, because there's a couple of reasons why. First reason is, of course, to help me grow my content. I grow my content, I'm able to buy all these fragrances for cheap. There are some other fragrances, influencers or people who are doing the same. And, shout out to those people who are doing that. I really respect it. They're buying things at, and they're high MOQs. So, you have to buy like 50 plus bottles of something for those MOQs. So the second reason I want to run this channel, and I've started this channel, is I want to give back to you guys, the fragrance community. I don't want to upsell, upcharge, tell you to blind buy this, blind buy that, recommend this, recommend that. I might tell you what my favorites are, but those are just going to be my favorites. It's not going to be, hey, this is something that's gotten me the most compliments, because honestly, the only fragrance I have gotten compliments on, I absolutely hate. Okay? So I'm not going to be pushing any fragrances on you as blind buys. So the whole point is to grow this channel to help subsidize the cost and help me keep costs low for the decants I'm selling. And yes, that's the point, is I'm going to be decanting everything as close to cost as possible. So that means I might be able to sell something like God of Fire for, $28 or $30 for 5 milliliter versus some people that might be selling the 5 milliliter for like $40, $50, right? And you're only buying 5 milliliters, which is insane. So I do want to reduce the cost to everyone so everyone can kind of get, what's going on in these scents, how it's interacting with your DNA, how your olfactory senses pick it up. I think that's the most important thing at the end of the day when it comes to any fragrance. How do you interact with it? How do you like it? How do you wear it? It might dry down differently on you than someone else. And I'm going to go into stuff like that in my videos. I'm going to go down into, so I think it's a disservice to yourself, really, if you go out and you buy a fragrance that you know next to nothing about, but you've just seen reviewer upon reviewer upon reviewer. So what I want to do is I want to try to get in there as early as possible, buy in bulk all these fragrances that come out that are like $40, $60 starting out, and now because of the hype, they're $80 to $90, and now you can't find it anywhere, right? Especially with the dupes of God of Fire, this right here, and I'm going to be doing a video about all the clones that I've smelled and I personally like. The only one I can't get my hands on is the Montaigne's God Fiery, I think it is, or Fiery God. But I'm going to be going through those only because they're a hype monster and only because I'm selling the God of Fire for as cheap as I can. And once again, the whole point is for me not to make money off of the decant business itself, really, but is to use the YouTube channel and use my social media to subsidize the cost for you guys. And another thing I'm going to be doing, because the whole thing is really just to help ingratiate people to the fragrance community and help give back to the community, because why not? So I'm going to be starting off with giveaways, and I'm going to be doing giveaways every month, and I'm going to be announcing them at the end of the month. So my site is live as of this video, and you can go there. It's Trials Vials. I know my YouTube channel, my other social media accounts are all Trials and Vials, and that's the name of my company. But the domain is Trials Vials, nice and simple, right? So trial something out, see how you like it. And I'm going to be starting with a giveaway of a decant of this. It's going to be a 10 milliliter decant of this. And if you want to enter, please like, comment, and subscribe to my videos. All right. I'm going to be choosing one winner to get a 10 milliliter decant of this. And if you haven't seen this before, supposedly it's a clone or a dupe of Pasha, Cartier de Pasha, Ancre Noir, I believe. But honestly, to me, this thing smells a whole like a twist of Creed, really. I'm not sure if that's how the Cartier smells like. I haven't smelled it personally, but I have smelled Creed Silver Mountain Water, and this is very similar, but it doesn't have those metallic notes. It has citron, bergamot, it has a little bit of green tea. I think it's a great fragrance, but you try it. I'm selling it cheap, so why not? And I'm going to be choosing 2 people to get 5 milliliter decants of this. It's one of the clones of God of Fire. It's called Mango Ice by Gulf Orchid. It's also quite cheap right now until people start talking about it, which, sorry guys, but so yeah, so like, comment, subscribe to this video, and I'll see you in the next.